Hello guys and welcome back to TNT Madness. We are back on TMFactions and it is episode 3 and this is the third episode in 1 week, so yay, that's the most episodes I think I've ever done in 1 week. So first off, I'm going to start with some progress updates. We've done some progress already. As you can see, we're working on the third minechat regen. We just got to fill in the lava here because you got to place it in every single block and it's super annoying to do, but we already have 2, so we already have some pretty strong defense, and from what I've heard we're going to make a 45-degree angle wall. And one thing is, since the last episode, because I died so much, I decided to get the angel wings or no fall perk. So now if I fall like this, because this is the main way I died last time, I'm not going to die, so that makes me extremely happy. So anyway, if we go into the main base, then I can show you what we've done. I was going to time-lapse the interior, but unfortunately I was having dinner while they were working on it. So if you don't know, it is actually 8:30 PM while I'm starting to record this. So I'm recording it very late, well, late at night, and we are working on this. I'm going to need some cobble. So what I mean by interior, all I mean is that we have essentially coated it with a giant obsidian layer. We haven't completely finished because we don't have the money. We're 3/4 of the way finished. We just got to do from there all the way up to sky limit. For the most part though, we've got the obsidian shell done, so there has been a lot of progress here. And also one thing is, I'm sorry about my audio quality. I know you can hear the fan in the background from my computer and my mechanical keyboard. I can't do too much about it, and my fan is extra loud because it's summer here. It is I don't know, 25 degrees Celsius. I don't know how many that is Fahrenheit, so it is quite hot. My computer's struggling. I'm in shorts in all my pasty white glory. So the other thing is, I think not too many people care about the sugarcane farm. I do. I'm sure because it's not going to be the most important area, I'm probably just going to transform it into an area for my base. I don't know. So it's probably going to be mostly temporary. And the reason for that is we have this huge area behind our base. And what the faction is thinking of doing, which is very likely, is they are going to go ahead and put like an automatic cactus farm going all the way from sky limit to bedrock to sky limit, which is a really good idea. It's as protected as this base, so I think that's going to be a really good idea. So that's what we're most likely going to do. However, one thing is, because of the way we are doing our thing on the top, we aren't really going to have any roof defense, but for people who know what AC-130s are, it's essentially a cannon that can shoot above sky limit and then come here and fire TNT and destroy them into a base. Those are actually disabled, and we have got a genning layer just below here because we've got lava under here, and I don't know if this is oceaned under here or not, but we haven't got the strongest roof defense, but we have got a regen area, so it should be fine. And also, since AC-130s are disabled because they are really overpowered, it should be fine. However, one thing I'm going to help with and suggest is down here put some not regen defense, put a reverse regen layer. I don't know how much space there is there below the base, and I don't know what the faction is planning to do, but I'm gonna have to ask them about that. And finally, the last yay, good on you. I'm both lagging and on fire at the same time. I can't tell if this is server lag or my computer lag, because we've had server lag lately, and the moment Carter, who's the co-owner, is sick. So I'm trying to fix some of the TPS issues on the server, but just because I can't really talk to him that much, it's sort of hard. But the main thing is, this whole area was end stone, and the last episode it was, I think, to about here. Now we're all the way out here. We have dug over 17 by 17 chunk area, which is insane. We have made millions of dollars just from selling all the end stone. The amount of area we have built is just absolutely mental, and it's going to take me forever to even run all the way over there. I didn't bother time-lapsing it because I've already done that, but it is pretty ridiculous. This is going to be by one of the strongest bases on the server when it's done. And the reason we are going so far is we're going to go to the very end. Go to the very end to where the end of our wraps are, so that's essentially going to be the water curtain. We're not at the water curtain yet, but the first thing we did because the first thing you should always do when you make a faction base is build a water curtain. But in the distance there, as you can see as the chunks load, we have got a water curtain, so we're most likely going to be mining all the way over to that water curtain. So huge area, and the main reason for that is just to stop reverse cannons, because a base like this is going to be really hard to destroy with most cannons anyway, but reverse cannons become a really viable idea once you have some really stupidly strong walls. So it's really the only way that we can stop them, even if we do have a reverse defense layer, but it'll certainly help a lot. So progress on the base, we're doing extremely well. So now that we are done with the small progress update, what I'm going to do now is the first few things I'm going to do in this video is one, which I should have done in the last episode and probably could have done off camera, is go ahead and fix up some of the things with the sugarcane farm, specifically just doing the edges like this. I might put like some blocks in the middle just to make it look a little bit nicer, and put sea lanterns all the way up to the top and put the glass roof on, of course. And the thing that's going to probably take a lot longer and be a lot more frustrating is, for some reason my slab screwed up. I don't really know why they screwed up, but they screwed up. So the whole area here has sort of just gone all over the place, and it's created a huge mess everywhere. So that's a big fault on my behalf. And why didn't the wall gen here? Really? So I'm gonna fix up this. Are you gonna flow down now, or do I have to give you an update? Nope. Okay. I'm so confused. That should be out of the range. Hello? Okay, well, it looks like I'm gonna have to fill that in by hand. That is so weird. So, I'm just going to buy some sea lanterns, but one thing I thought that would be funny to show you is not only is this packed ice good for aesthetics, but it's also great for functionality because I can run along it like I'm ice skating. It makes it super easy to get around the shop, and I think it's a great thing to have. It's just realized this bottom side isn't done either, and also in these chests, one of these was mine originally. I don't know where it's gone. But I had a bunch of glass and I can't seem to find it, so I'll just have to buy some more. However, the one thing I wanted to ask quickly is, why is that there? I don't know. And how has he even got this pattern? I see. Okay, gonna have to follow that pattern. Gonna have to buy some more chiseled quartz. Oh no, this is all screwed up. I'm fine with this front bit, but if we count this bit here, and I have it on this side, then if we go all the way over here and we have sea lantern here, to keep the pattern straight we'd have to have a sea lantern here. But no, this side doesn't even match up the other one, so I'm going to have to redo all of this, which is fine. I don't mind, but I'm going to do it in my own style and I'm going to have to figure it out. I'm going to mirror this front bit on the back and on the other side. So I'm just going to undo miners or whoever's half done work because I don't really like this. I am going to do simply just sea lanterns. I feel like they need a bigger gap than this, so I guess that's what he was thinking. Actually no, that looks pretty horrendous. Oh, you see, this is why I don't like building. I'm gonna... Okay, this should be fine. Sea lantern... Just gotta make sure there's a sea lantern on each end and then I'll be happy. Okay. Rip. Let's go. This isn't gonna work. Okay, so I don't mind this design too much because what I was trying to do before wasn't working out. So with this part over here, I am going to have this pattern which goes over there quite nicely instead of whatever this was, so I'm going to have to redo that level. I'm going to have to buy some more resources shortly, but it means that on this side I can just flip it. So why did he only put... I don't get Miner's design, or I don't know, I think it's Miner that made it. He's the guy that put his name on the sign. So Miner, if you're watching this, I don't really know what you were thinking. This design is not consistent and you didn't finish it. I have nothing against you, but it's just why. So anyway, I'm going to finish this off and try and do the parts that I can just to make it look nicer. But the one thing I want to ask you guys is if you want me to do a Q&A, because I want to do a Q&A. I am very happy to answer any sort of personal questions. I like to think that I am open to really anything. So if you guys have any personal questions that you want me to answer or anything like that, then I am fine. I like the deeper and harder ones to answer. I'm completely fine with that. Anything like that I would be happy to do, and if you just leave a comment in the comment section below, I'll probably most likely answer you, and then I will do a short segment in the next episode, or depending on how many I would get, it'll be the one after that. So that's what I would like to do. So please, if you have any questions at all, then go ahead and happy to answer. Anyway, I'm gonna try and make some actual decent progress on this farm. And the final thing is, recently I've been getting to bed at extremely late hours. I don't want to do that, but tonight I'm going to try and make it a bit different. It is 10 past 9 for me at the moment, which if you don't know is 9:10. I don't know. Because New Zealand is part of the British colony, or it used to be, my family relations are more based on English. Like the old British English, so I am more like that than American. In fact, my grandma's so pedantic about it that she corrects me over saying stuff like, instead of saying father, I have to say fervor, which is fair enough. I guess that's proper English to her, but I just got so used to saying it, and she has ingrained it into my head that I can't say that. But, now I lost track. Yeah, so my best friend, who, if you're not watching the vlogs, and you probably won't know him, he is leaving for Christmas, so I won't see him at all. He's going to his grandparents over the holidays, so I won't see him for at least 3 weeks, so the last time I'll be able to see him is super early tomorrow morning. So a good way for me to actually motivate myself to get to bed a bit earlier, because I'll have to be there at like 8 AM instead of waking up at like lunchtime like I did today, is to go to bed earlier. So that's a good motivator tool for me. And just trying to check this design, building and talking at the same time, not a good idea. Now I've lost my train of thought altogether. All my other faction members left me at once, and now we have Adam on, who is another faction member that I don't know too well, but he is grinding through the sugarcane right as I'm trying to build this. And yeah. I'm just trying to do this all at once so I can actually get a bit of progress done in this episode, because I'm not going to be recording everything tonight. I'm horrible at building on camera. So I'm not going to be recording anything tonight, so I want to do a lot more progress in an episode, because in the last episode, really the only thing I did was build a wall, even though it took a very long time to do, because I am a noob at Minecraft. It's still annoying that it took so long. Am I even building this right? I've made a mistake somewhere. So I'm nearly at the top level, but the other thing I've got to do is get rid of the dirt and place sugarcane on here and water the top, etc. And do the glass roof. I'm thinking of doing some sort of super decorative glass roof and doing this just repetitively. I think I'm doing it slightly fast now. I've been doing it for, okay, that was weird. For a hot minute. It's getting better. And at the moment, I'm not getting any server lag, so any lag that is me is caused by me. I think server lag's problem has been solved. But the thing is, I don't know. I am so bad losing train of thought. So the one thing I did want to say is that so far this season has been the funnest for me. It's not even been a week, but I've actually really gotten into this season a lot more than I feel like I have with the rest of them. I don't feel drained when making a video. I don't feel any of them. In fact, it's a pleasure making a video. So it just makes a huge difference that I'm playing inside a faction, and a faction that enjoys me in the faction. It's great. I also I'm still doing a lot of the admin stuff, but because I'm on the server now, not with any admin commands, I sort of don't have to worry about. I've got a second account, of course, to do stuff, but it's more of a realistic playing experience, and it's great. I didn't think being in a faction would make this big of a difference, but so my one tip is, if you are playing solo, it can be fun playing solo, but boy oh boy oh boy is it fun playing in a faction. So once you can get that trust with your faction, it is great. I am the kind of person that even if I could, I wouldn't inside. That is just, even though it's part of the game, I just couldn't do it. So yay, finally did everything. It will look amazing when I go look at it from the side, but because now we have like these quartz blocks in the center, and I'm going to raise this up by one, I thought I would just see how this looks without, I'm going to remove this water source too after we place all the rest, but since we have this quartz block in the middle here, I thought I would just remove them and see what it looks like with just a pillar. Just one big fat long pillar in there. If it looks alright, I'll just change it with everything. So it's really hard to tell which side looks better, but because I don't really know, I'm just going to put this one back to chiseled at the moment, and you guys tell me which one looks better in the comments. So I'm just going to go and quickly replace this. So I'm nearly done. I don't know if I want to keep this bit as the same pattern or not. I really don't know how it will look, but I'm going to get some glass now and try and do some sort of pattern. So one major thing that I've got is that we have not got an extended shop yet, or because I didn't set up the shop, so we don't have colored glass or wool. So I'm gonna have to lead that project, making an extended shop. And the thing is, this is all a custom shop, so we don't just add stuff. Whole faction left me again. Oh well. Literally just then, the last person logged off. Just don't bother asking anyone to help you. That's fine. I'll just sit here and place glass for the next 10 minutes. So pretty much finished the whole sugarcane farm now. I ran out of glass, so Steezy just placing the last few pieces. Please don't forget here, Steezy. Here. Steezy. Steezy! Fine. So I don't know how this stuff got screwed up, but there is water flowing everywhere, so I just have to clean up the back area a little bit and place down some sugarcane and this, like, just these little bits. And it's not just this top level. For some reason there is water everywhere, so I'm just gonna fix this quick. This is super annoying. No one bothered to do the edges, so I've got to do this. And I've got to do it for just about every floor and then clean up the water displacement afterwards, so yay. So I fixed all the water displacement, but now I'm just going to fill in all the spaces with sugarcane, and because I decided I'm lazy, I'm going to use sponges. It does mean I had to update the water, and a few parts of this I have to place in some extra sugarcane, which is fine. I don't really mind. It's just sort of annoying that no one bothered to get rid of the little end pieces of dirt here. It's just an extra piece of work. You know, Minecraft is starting to feel a lot like real life simulator. So that took way longer than I wanted it to, and I can't tell. I'm pretty sure that's just sugarcane that I've got just so I could plant it. Sell what's in my inventory. But that's all the sugarcane place. This farm is pretty much finished. There's a few things that I'd like to do that I think I'll do. It's like just put that pattern on the top. But pretty much what? Anyway, as I was saying, pretty much everything is perfect now. If anything is wrong, I'll just fix it tomorrow, because it is very close to 11 PM for me right now, and I am going to spend about an hour on just some administrative work for the server, trying to fix some TPS issues. So I will just continue this in the morning. So that took way longer than I expected. That always happens on the server. And now I've got to clean up, or not now, but tomorrow I've got to clean up all that area. So see you in what's a second for you, but a whole, I don't know how many hours, but at least a good night's sleep. So I am back. It is currently the next day. I think it's actually 2 days since I've been recorded. So what I've done is Steezy a few days ago gave me a bunch of enchantment bottles. He screwed them up a little bit, but I essentially did custom enchants. Yay, it's just this little part in the I don't even know how you say it. Words in a sentence in the shop. So what I got is I got a bunch of custom enchantments and I stuck them in my personal vault. These are all the new ones I got. I've got grub, which I'll just briefly explain what some of these do. I should have the giant thing open beside me, but I'm just going to go over the ones that I do know. So hammer, that's of course the Tinker's Construct one, And then we have bulk, which is a very interesting one because bulk free, this, if it has free on it, is a tier 3 enchantment. And this one gives me resistance free, but it gives me slow too. So that is a really strong enchantment, but I don't see it being that useful in PvP because I guess if you're going to be an archer or something, but that is a very interesting and tactical enchantment. I'm very interested to see how that's going to be used in PvP, because you can't really go run at people because they're just going to run faster than you, even if they don't have swiftness and you do. So it's interesting. Adrenaline, I don't know what that one does, damn it. DK, I'm pretty sure that's Wither. So DK is a Wither free with like a 10% chance of hitting someone, which is really strong. Yeah, and it's only for bows, so that's a very strong enchantment for bows. But however, that is interesting though, because it will compensate for some of the better enchantments for like our sword. Adrenaline is one for armor, and it is another interesting one, which is speed free when you're being hit at less than 4 hearts, and it has a 20% chance for 10 seconds, which is quite balanced. Actually, all these enchantments are actually quite balanced, but that is a very interesting one and can help you get away in some very tough scenarios, especially because it's 20% for adrenaline free, 10% for 1, and 15 for 2. So that could be very, very nice for some of your better sets of armor. DK with a hammer, of course. Hammer 1 I actually think it's good, but it's nowhere near as good as Hammer 2. Hammer 2 is pretty much a crutch enchantment now. Escape, I forgot what that one does. Frostbite 1, 2, and 3. Here's 2 and 3. They freeze the enemy for 3 seconds if it's 1, 4 for the next one, and 5 for the last one. And if you and it has like a 5% chance of doing it. Implosion, it says 50% chance to summon a lightning bolt on death by another player, essentially destroying your items. I don't really understand what that means. Adrenaline 1 is Extinguisher, that just gives me fireproof boots, and Grub I need to actually look up. Okay, I love Grub now. You can only get it in level 1, but it is an auto feeder, so that is amazing. That is a really good one. I'm very happy with this. This is honestly not that many enchantments. I will have a link in the description to the Google Doc, and if I have made an FAQ about it, then I will have that on the forums for the server. So that's that. So one interesting fact about this is today it is Christmas Eve for me. So it is also 10:10 p.m. So it is less than 2 hours away for Christmas for me. So of course, adrenaline free. I do already have that. So you know what? I'm spending my Christmas Eve not with friends because we don't need to talk about my lack of social life. But also live in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, that's how I'm spending my night. And also I've just finished mowing the lawns, which I'm also doing on Christmas Eve. So boy, isn't my life amazing. I'll probably be on here playing New Year's just going from midnight to 1 a.m. Gee, it's gonna be on the server. I probably will actually do that now. Oh well. So I was going to do the other part of the episode, or the last segment, but I'm not going to, for a few reasons. 1, I'm tired. 2, it's Christmas Eve, and 3, I still have this video to edit. So I'm gonna edit this video and hopefully get to bed before Christmas, so that way I don't have to go to bed while it's Christmas, because I have to actually get up relatively early to go over so we can open our presents. I'm meeting up with my family, main part of my family, just my grandma's house at 9 a.m, so I have to be up relatively early. So anyway, hope you guys did enjoy this episode. I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas with their family and a very Happy New Year. But anyway, goodbye from TNT Madness.